You remember, you may continue.
As I was saying earlier, Mr. Speaker, this is a second statement in less than 2 weeks on an economy by a treasurer in this parliament. I have been around here for over 20 years, and I've never seen this before. Obviously, there are some challenges in our economy, and I think the treasurer has noted that. But to take things lightly, and for me, I don't mind being insulted and intimidated and arrested and all those things. But you can never silence me, Mr. Speaker, as long as I enjoy the mandate of my people. Mr. Speaker, speaking about the economic data before us, since the good member for KVN and Treasurer was in opposition, he has been rewriting the numbers to suit his argument for a while. He ignores the numbers that are presented by the official government agencies. Bank of Papua New Guinea, National Statistical Office, all the other agencies, even independent studies. So I don't mind him continuously presenting numbers that suits his argument. That is his business, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I did not interrupt him when he was insulting me. Why can't he just shut up and sit down? Let us say that, you have your position and I have mine. But, Mr. Speaker, we know that the economy is growing, or the GDP is growing. And that's largely due to the boom in the resource commodity prices that we are enjoying today. It's got nothing to do with the treasurer's performance. Absolutely nothing. These commodity prices are a reflection of what is happening outside the global economy. Gold, copper, LNG prices at record levels today. Instead of focusing on the issues that are before us, the treasurer comes here and makes a grandiose political statements. But, Mr. Speaker, let me say this. Forget about insults and everything else, but focus on a few things. And I'll be very constructive. Focus on the issue about cost of living in this country. If you have not been to the shops lately, please try go shopping once in a while. You will see the real struggles families are going through. I can tell you, Minister, 90% of the population don't believe in what you're saying.
Mr. Member from Mayalupange, you address it to me, not direct to the minister.
Because of the reality that they are facing every day. So, Mr. Speaker, we need to be careful on what we do and what we say in this honorable house. And when you talk about creation of jobs in the manufacturing sector, yes, we know. You met with the Manufacturing Council and you posted a lovely picture. Of course, some of them are your relatives. Some of their businesses might be able to, of course, have some growth. But the rest of the industry is suffering. As far as we know, there are cuts all the time. We've seen the front pages of the newspapers, so I don't have to explain to this House and the Treasurer. But reality is that people are losing jobs everywhere. And here you are telling the Parliament that jobs are available and people are getting jobs, but they are not seeing it. It's not about political point scoring in here. Treasurer need to stop. You need to put your own mark on the economy in this country and let people judge you. Don't judge it that you are doing all these wonderful jobs yourself. Let the people judge you that you are doing the right thing. I think the only person who believes in you is your Prime Minister. I know there were some 100 billion and 40 billion projects announced somewhere in Marape and Eastern Islands and a few other places. But those announcements have come to nothing. These are sort of investments that create jobs, Mr. Speaker. So stop talking and let's get some of these projects off the ground. Total off the ground, or Papua LNG off the ground, which you are doing, and we support that. That will create thousands of jobs for Papua New Guineans. Try and get WAFI off the ground. That has been on discussion table for the last 6-7 years. Let's try and get, of course, Pasca and Penyang, and especially Pogo off the ground. Pogo, we have lost almost 3 billion kina a year in revenue for the state. 3 billion kina in the last 3 years. That's the money that you are now borrowing from IMF. You don't have to go to IMF if you had kept Pogo going. But stop setting dates that we cannot afford to meet, giving people false expectations. Papua New Guineans, thousands, over 3,000 or 4,000, I think Papua New Guineans lost their jobs there. Countless of SMEs, truckies, contractors, subcontractors, now the landowners who are not receiving any benefits. It's because we have not handled this transaction well. So let's get it, stop talking and let's get it off the ground, give it priority. So, Mr. Speaker, all in all, let me say this. There are challenges in our economy, our families are struggling, our people are struggling. We in opposition want to support constructive things. But the Treasurer's statement certainly lacks that. Certainly lacks that. As I said, I've been around for a while. I've seen the Treasurer come to Parliament and leave. I'll be still here when he comes back. But I will keep on saying what is good for the people of this country, and our own people deserve a break. They deserve our Treasurer and our government to give them hope. Hope that everything will be okay. Everything tomorrow, they will have a meal on the table for their families. They will have an income when they get a job. That is what they want to hear. So, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to say a few words. Thanks.